I used to set up extruders, inhaling toxic fumes from melted plastic, wondering if this was it. Corporate America had boxed me in, treated me like a cog in a machine. No matter how hard you worked, the raises were crumbs and the appreciation hollow. I was losing myself. So I did something wild. I packed up my life, stocked up the truck, and pointed it toward the wild rivers of Wyoming and Montana. This tour isn't about fly fishing. It's about restoration. About remembering who I am when the only deadlines are hatches and the only meetings are with trout. If you've ever felt like you were trading your soul for a paycheck, this one's for you. Let's get back to what matters, one cast at a time. Good morning from South Dakota. There, y'all can see me now. I'm in the Black Hills, going to do some trout fishing today. I left the Appalachian Mountains for a while, come out west, try to chase some of these trout out here. Get into that later, about why I'm out here. But I'm an early riser, so I got up early and looked at the stars through the canyon. I tell you, Black Hills are really beautiful. I got me some coffee made. Let's go catch some fish, or try to. Okay, there's this little falls here, right below from where I was camping. And it was pretty busy yesterday evening. Let's see. Yeah, Rough Lot Falls. But it's breaking daylight. There's nobody else here, so I'm gonna go down here and enjoy the waterfall all alone. Let's go see what it looks like. Might have to wait a little bit to get enough light to be able to show you guys what the falls looks like, but I'm gonna go enjoy it. I am using my 7.5 foot 3-weight this morning. And I'm not using an indicator or anything. I got some cider material on there. Water's so low and clear, I don't think an indicator would work well. Probably just spook the fish. Just kind of tight lining a little bit. Tiny flies that the fly shop recommended. On 5X tippet. See how cold this water is. Whew. Yeah, it's cold. There's one. What we got here? Oh, looky there. Pretty little brown trout. My first North or South Dakota brown trout. Yeah. Come here. Look at the colors on that little dude. He's pretty. Get him back in there. There's one. See if I can keep him hooked. Looks like another little nice brownie. Oh, I got him. My first decent South Dakota brown. Let's get him back. Oh, nice one. What we got? Ooh, another little brown. He's a long, skinny fish. Pretty red dots. Let's get him back. And there he goes. Looks like another little brown. Pretty little brown. Okay folks, I spent the day here in Spearfish Canyon fishing, just hanging out, enjoying the place. Hopefully you can see the canyon walls in behind me there. But now it's on to Wyoming. Be sure to subscribe, that way you can keep up with this life restoration tour. Okay, so you're probably wondering what this life restoration tour I'm talking about is. So I'm going to try to explain it a little bit. I'm sure most people can comprehend what I'm talking about. I was in a dead-end job, and I do say was because I quit. Personal life was a shambles, and all around just stressed out. Not that different than most people, but I think the only difference with me was that I wasn't going to tolerate it anymore. I wasn't going to be treated like a machine in a factory anymore, because that's what I did. I was a factory worker. So after much turmoil, turning 50 didn't help. I think that was one of the triggers. Midlife, I don't know, midlife crisis. But I couldn't tolerate the life I was living anymore. But I had to have a change. And my change is this. I mean, I had enough savings to be able to quit my job and say screw it for a few months. And I'm out here trying to get my life back on track. Yeah, I'll go back to work at some point, unless you guys really love my videos. Then again, I might just sell my house and buy an RV and travel for a while. Keep making videos. You know, fly fishing is my thing. That's what brings me peace and calm. Yours might be something else. But I think everybody has their thing that would help them get their life restored. So that's why I'm calling this the Life Restoration Tour. I've always dreamed of coming out here and just camping and fishing for years now. Didn't have the time because of my job, you know. Hell, they treated me like a damn machine, just waiting for me to break. Well, I didn't break physically, but I broke mentally. Just said, screw it, I ain't doing it no more. Anyway, that's kind of the basis of life restoration, because I'm trying to get my life back on track to the way I want it. You know? No more dead-end jobs, you know? You know, my children are grown and gone. We were empty nesters. I think that kept me grounded for a long time, and then after my son went to college, oh man, things went downhill for me. But now I'm getting them back on track. This is just the first step. getting back to my soul, I guess you'd say, getting back to me. I don't want to dread going to work every day, and I'm sure you don't either. But I also knew that I was the only person that could do anything about it. And I was willing to tear it all down to make it happen. So now my life's on a different track. Don't know where that track's heading at the moment. But for right now, it's heading up this creek. And up many more creeks. You know, I bought that truck, I built it out in just a few weeks. Pretty much, I bought the truck, went and ordered the camper top the next day. As soon as it came in, I had already pre-built, pre-cut all my wood. I was ready to go, man. So I got it built, got it put together, and now I'm in Wyoming at the current moment, fishing. You know, you slave your life away for a 2% freaking raise every year. I can't do it anymore. I guess they say when you hit 50, you either start going downhill or you chase some dreams. Well, I guess I'm chasing my dreams. But I don't know how to explain it any better than that. I really don't. Just was tired of big corporations using me like a machine, waiting for me to break, like they do all their machinery. I think a lot of people are starting to get that mindset. If not, they should get that mindset. I mean, record profits, 2% raises. Nah, enough's enough. I'm not going to reveal too much about my personal life, but let's just say it was a shambles. But I'm on course to restore that too. The main thing is getting back to who I am. But anyway, that's the life restoration tour. Well, folks, I left Spearfish Canyon yesterday, and I am now in the Tongue River Canyon in Wyoming. I'm going to fish the Tongue River here for a few days, and then I'm going to go up to the North Tongue River up on top of the Bighorn Mountains to catch some cutthroats. I haven't caught but one cutthroat in my life, and that was 2 years ago. So I want to catch some cutthroats, some wild cutthroats. But right now we're on the lower tongue, I guess you'd call it, camping out at the Tongue River campground. And this is a good looking water. Look at that. There'll be a lot of big plunge pools and stuff. I've kind of looked at it a little bit, but hopefully I can catch some trout out of this stream. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. I'm gonna go get my gear ready. Okay, I got all my gear on. Got you guys tagging along. So let's go out here. I'm gonna start right at the campground and just start fishing my way up the creek. I got out my 7.5 foot 3-weight. I'm gonna start with it. I got 5X tippet on with a pheasant tail and a blowtorch perdigon. So just something to start with. I do have cider material on here, so it's going to be a tight line or indicator, depending on how far I need to cast. There's one. Damn. What do we got here? Well, not exactly a trout, but it is a new species for me. Hey, a whitefish. Guess I can knock that off the list now. Let's get him back. That looks like it could be a brown. Oh, it is. It is a brown. My first Tongue River brown. Nice. Nice. Let's get him back. What we got? Ah, much better brown. Much better brown. Look at that guy. Oh, come on now. Oh, oh. Release, release. Nice brown. And there he goes. All right. Whoop. Graceful release. Ooh, nice fish, nice fish. Oh, yes. This place is a trout paradise. Holy crap, I ain't even made it to Trout Haven up in Montana yet. Let's let this butter stick go. So many dang trout in this river. Look at that, another pretty little brown. Well, as you can see, the first day on the Tongue River was pretty decent. Caught a lot of fish. Nothing real big yet, but hopefully that'll change. I was talking to a local, lives right up here, right above the campground. He was telling me that the canyon on up the river is plumb full of trout. So we're going to go up there in the morning and check that out. And then else we'll get some spectacular views of this canyon. It's a beautiful place. I've seen a lot of beautiful places this year, but man, there's a lot out there. A lot to go explore. A lot of creeks to fish. So talking to several locals, and seems like these mountains are plumb full of various types of trout. I want to catch some cutthroat, so we'll definitely be going up in the mountains for that. I've only caught one cutthroat so far in my life, but hopefully that's about to change. Maybe even in the morning. So stick around. This morning I came up to the Tongue River trailhead. Gonna fish up here a little bit today, at least this morning. So I put on them cold socks and boots, so not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to maybe catching some fish. This is a beautiful stream. It seems to get more beautiful as I go up the canyon. But let's throw on some wet gear and go try to catch a trout. Not looking forward to this. 58-degree socks. 58-degree wet socks. It's always fun in the morning. Okay, yesterday, halfway through my fishing, I switched over to my 4-weight. Got the same leader and tippet set up. I have a 4X leader on there, and then I got some cider material, and then 4X tippet material. I don't think it needs anything smaller than that, but I did switch to my 4-weight so I would have a little bit more backbone. for some of the bigger fish. Now I do have an indicator on there. I add and remove that throughout the day as I need it. Some of these bigger holes I like to cast across, use an indicator, and then on short stuff I'll pop the indicator off and use the cider material. Oh, this is a nice brown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here. Come here. Don't come off. Boom. Yeah. Good looking brown. Look at that. I'm not going to go over this next boulder because it's just going to get rougher and rougher. And I'm going to try to fish on the other side of this boulder. And it paid off. Because I'm going to cut you loose. And another beautiful Tongue River brown. That looks like a nice trout. Oh yeah. Nice rainbow. And there he goes. Well, the fishing was good today. I did really well. I caught a bunch of browns, mostly in the 7 to 10 inch range. I hooked one nice one, but I never got him landed. That's the way it always goes with the big ones, huh? But I did catch a nice rainbow today, and I'm now back at camp. I'm gonna get me something to eat. I'm just gonna hang out here by the water and relax. Not a bad place to spend the evening. Good morning. This is my last day on the Tongue River, I do believe. I'm gonna walk up through here and find me a few places to fish and just hang out and enjoy the day. Hopefully I can catch me a big brown today. I'd like to hook into a good one, but I'm pretty sure they're in here. From what I've seen, there's pretty good sized fish in here. I just haven't been able to hook up on a nice one yet, but I'm going to keep trying for today. I got up and had my coffee by the creek this morning. And now I'm walking up the road to find me a place to fish. So stick around. Let's see if I can catch that big one today. This looks like a good place to start. Lots of pocket water and rooms. I'm using my 4-weight again today. It's an 8-foot 4-weight. There's one. Not a bad way to start the day. Second hole I threw into. There's one. Oh, this is a good fish. Probably a damn white fish. Oh no, this is a good brown. Oh yes. Yeah. Ooh, damn. What a brown. Oh, that's my personal best of the year. Look at that brown. What a beautiful fish. Been looking for him since I got here. Let's get him back. And there he goes. Yeah. Well, I came back to get something to eat, and it started raining. How lucky is that? I was back at camp when it rained. But let's see how long it lasts. Come here, little guy. Oh. There we go. I think I'm going to call that my last fish here on the Tongue River. I'm gonna go relax, sort through my gear, and get ready to move on the life restoration tour. This is the end of my time here on the Tongue River in the Tongue River Canyon. So what are my thoughts after fishing it for 3 days? It's a thumbs up. It's an excellent river to fish. Has good sized fish in it. I hooked a few and caught a few, but there's a lot more out there than what I was able to land. Tons of 7 to 12 inch browns, at least in the sections I fished. So yes, you can come here and catch lots of fish and have a good time. It is a little bit rugged up through the canyon. There's some tough wading. You know, you probably need to bring a wading staff. I'll definitely use one in later if I ever come back, or if I come across another river like this, I'm going to be using a wading staff. But right now I'm going to call it quits. Got me some water on the boil. I'm going to make me some dinner, and we're going to move on to somewhere else tomorrow. I left the Tongue River Canyon and came further up into the Bighorns to fish the North Tongue River. I've never caught a Yellowstone cutthroat before, so I'm hoping I can manage that today. We'll spend the next, well, today and probably tomorrow up in here before I head on. But I'm going to throw my gear on and go try to catch a cutthroat. There he is. My first North Tongue fish. And that looks like a rainbow to me. Pretty little rainbow. That might be a cut. Didn't see the real bright orange slashes, but it looked like it had a little bit. Finally got one. Where am I going to land him at? And yes sirree, that is definitely a cutthroat. This is my first Yellowstone cutthroat, for sure. Ooh, look at that beautiful fish. Little cuts. Let's get him back. There we go. Well, the fishing's been slow for me. Only caught 2 so far. They have completely been rejecting the hopper patterns I got from the fly shop. So they either didn't know what was going on up here or things have changed. Either way, I got some other hopper patterns I'm going to try that I brought from back home. I had in my box, but so I thought I'd ride around and try to find me a camp spot for this evening. Labor Day weekend, all the campgrounds are going to be full, I believe, so I'm going to go find me a place to boondock, pull off the road and camp. But as I was riding around doing that, come across this beautiful view. I think it's called Twin Buttes. I'm going to stop down here and read about it just to make sure, but isn't that a pretty sight? My GoPro doesn't do good about footage like this, but I think you can get the idea of how beautiful this place is. And it's like that all the way, man. 360 degrees right here. Freaking gorgeous. And if you can't tell, it's a little breezy, so that's why I don't want to camp here. If it wasn't for the wind, I'd probably just camp here, and I may come back. I'm gonna go see what else I can find. Well, this is interesting. Never quite gone down a trail quite like this. I guess it's alders, I don't know. Is that what these are? But Like a little tunnel under here. Oh, there's nice fish in this river. Well, not nearly as nice as the one I hooked a while ago, but my first time fishing this river, and there we go. Well, that was a graceful release. Oh, it's a better fish. He's foul hooked, but real nice fish. And there he goes. Okay, well, ended up driving around looking for a place to camp. Found some more creek access. Talked to a few people, and that helped me catch a few more fish. But now it's getting to be about 5 o'clock, and I'm going to ride around and find a place to camp. Now, I may come back here and camp, which isn't bad. Look at this view. But I'll be really exposed if any weather comes through, which don't really look like it's going to, but I'm going to ride around a little bit, explore, see what I can find. Good morning. It's rather chilly this morning. Look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? Camped out up here last night. It was 38 degrees according to the truck thermometer this morning. A little chilly. So I'm out making me some coffee. Probably gonna wait a little bit for it to warm up before I start fishing. But it is a busy place this morning. Must have been hunting season open or something today, because there's people out here scanning these fields, looking for elk or moose, whatever. I don't know what they're hunting, but I'll find out sometime today. I'm sure I'll talk to somebody. Rather chilly this morning. I woke up to several mule deer right there around camp, just does, but there was probably 5 or 6 of them right there around my truck, eating the grass. It's too dark to film them, but you know, just getting up and seeing that in the morning just does something for the soul. Okay, so it's warmed up to about 50 degrees, and it's 9:30, 10 o'clock or so. But I'm gonna walk down the creek a ways and fish my way back up. Put my waders on this morning for the first time since spring. Didn't figure I need to be in this cold water with 50-degree temperatures, so. But let's walk down the creek a little bit. Oh, goodness. Well, it's been slow going for me this morning. I didn't even have my camera on when I hooked this dude. Finally landed my first cutthroat of the day. And there he goes. This is a nice fish. Oh, ah, come here. There we go. Beautiful cutthroat. Get him back in there. Yes. Now let's see if I can get a decent drift through there. Oh yes. I knew he would be in there. Got me a nuddin'. Yes. Boy, things have turned around since I changed places. Oh, and he hit the black fly this time. Things are looking better since I've changed areas of the creek. That other area was hammered pretty hard. These are beautiful fish. Hammered pretty hard yesterday, but I tried it anyway, and once I moved, got the more familiar type of water, I'm doing better. Yes, sirree. The faster you stop, the faster you get released. Ooh, yeah. Another beautiful cutthroat. Look at that. And there you go, buddy. Haha. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits here on the North Tongue. I'm going to head on this evening towards Montana. And these alders, I swear, are worse than mountain laurel. Just as bad anyway. I'm just assuming that's what these are, because that's what I've heard them called. But anyway, I'll give you some sights on the way out. There's some pretty rock formations up here I'm going to show you. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and come back next time for more outdoors my way. There's a look up the valley. It goes straight up the creek. That's where the creek comes from, right down this valley. Straight out that way. It's a beautiful place. On top of these mountains are about 8,000 feet. And you're up here. But beautiful place. And remote too. I didn't have nobody around me camping last night. Nobody. I was very isolated. Enjoyed it. Well, I left Wyoming, went to Bighorn Canyon, stayed there for a night, and then I came on into Missoula today. Well, yesterday. Went and got me a hotel room, got me a shower, got me some real food. But now I'm back out on the mountains, on the creek, here close to Missoula. But anyway, just came in, I found me a camp spot, and I'm going to camp out in this, up this creek valley for a couple of days and just fish. Hopefully I can catch me some trout. But the water is low and clear. They have restrictions, what they call hoot owl restrictions on some of the creeks, which means you got to quit fishing by 2 p.m. during the day. And it is going to be like 90 some degrees today, so it's going to be hot, but I think being out here in the water, it's not going to be too bad. But let's take a look. There's the creek. Water's low, but fishable, so we're going to get after it. I'm going to go get my gear on, and I'm going to walk down the road and fish my way back up to where I'm going to camp. So I will see you in a little bit. Montana, got bear spray. Okay, I got my 8-foot 4-weight out again. I got the 4X leader. I got the cider material. I don't know if you can see it, but I got about 2 foot of that. To 5X fluorocarbon tippet material. And I have a pheasant tail, black pheasant tail, and a small perdigon type jig fly that the local fly shop told me that they were biting on, and it's a Spanish something or other. I don't remember. Well, I probably could have picked a better place to start fishing. This is all shallow. If I catch anything in here, it's probably gonna be small, but we'll give it a shot. Whoa, hackerbat. There, nice little rainbow to start this creek off with. And there he goes. Okay, that water just too skinny to hold any bigger fish. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but not likely. So I'm gonna go up here, set my chair out, and ride back down the creek to find some different water. Something with a few more boulders and deeper water for the big fish to get down in. There's one. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Pretty little rainbow. He was feisty. Oh, that's a good fish. Got him. There we go. Good looking brown. And there he goes. Okay, it's about 6 o'clock and fishing was slow for me today. I don't know what it was, but I was off. I couldn't cast, I couldn't wade, I couldn't hardly do anything. Couldn't drift right. Just had one of them days where I was off. But I'm back at camp. I'm gonna make me some dinner, and I got me some extra padding for my bed, and I need to straighten up the back of this truck so I can get in and out of it. It's a little bit of a mess, so I'm gonna straighten that up while my dinner cooks. If I cook dinner, might just have jerky and chips, I don't know. But I'm gonna get straightened out and we'll hit it again tomorrow. All right, I decided on some 4 cheese pasta, north side, and I'm gonna throw some quarter-pound hot dogs in there. So sounds yummy, doesn't it? These things aren't bad for you, but they don't taste bad. My son says I need to eat better when I'm out here and need to make more elaborate meals. What do you guys think? How about letting me know? Because I like to keep it simple, but I know I need to eat healthier, so give me your guys' opinion down in the comments. Good morning. This morning we're going to have some coffee by the creek, and then we're going to ride up the creek a ways, find some good water to fish. and see if I can do better than yesterday. Hopefully I can. I was stumbling around and couldn't cast. I was just all off yesterday. But see if we can't get that back on track today. I'm gonna grab me a hiking pole to help me wade these loose rocks and stuff, man. It's bad enough that the rocks are slick, but when the rocks are moving around on your feet too, it makes it tough to wade. But anyway, coffee by the creek, and then we'll go try to catch some fish. It's not supposed to be as hot today either, so maybe that'll help. While I was driving up the road, my coffee cup kept leaking on me. I was like, what the heck's going on? The lid on my coffee cup decided to blow out. Have to pick me up one of them when I get back to town. Things that happen when you're out in the great outdoors. Well, I think I found me a place I'm going to try to fish and maybe even camp tonight. I drove up the valley quite a ways, but I think I'm going to try to fish this section of stream. And might even stay here tonight. Don't know yet, might move on this afternoon. But we'll give it a shot after I finish my coffee. Nice, nice. Nice little rainbow to start the day. Good looking little fish. And there he goes. Oh, this is a good fish. What is it? Oh, a nice brown. All right. Look at this nice brown. Good looking fish. I hooked two of these today and they got off because of the barbless hook, but this one, I landed him. Let's get him back. And there he goes. Oh goodness. This is something good. Oh, got him. And there he goes. Man, it's hard to release them out here in the middle of the creek. Get a good release anyway. Okay, it's about 4 o'clock. A little bit after. My feet decided they didn't want to be wet and cold anymore. So I came back and started making me something to eat. But caught a few fish today. A couple of good ones, several little ones. But let several good ones get off because I was using a barbless hook. And just not used to those. There's a technique to keeping those fish on, I guess, and I don't know it yet. But I'm figuring it out, and I will figure it out. We're going to do it again tomorrow. So, you know, these 30-degree temperature swings are kind of hard to get used to. We don't have these back at home, but it's 80s and 90s in the day and 60s at night. You wake up cold and you go to bed hot. I don't know. But anyway, I've got me an idea of where I'm going to go fishing today. Found an area back down the road a little ways, but if I don't do any better down there, I believe I'm going to switch rivers. Try to find me a place where maybe the fish is a little more active. Low water might be affecting them here, or hot temperatures I'm sure are affecting the trout some. So, I mean, it's been in the 90s. It is supposed to cool off. But anyway, let's go give it another shot. See if we can catch a trout. My rod is ready to go. And I've decided to put my waders on this morning. It's 46 degrees, the water's cold, so I'm not going to risk getting hypothermia. I'm going to put on my waders. If I get too hot, I can always take them off later. I probably can't see it, but the eagle just flew overhead, and I had 2 deer follow me across the creek. Nice little brown to start off the day. Been a little while, but finally got one. Let's get him back. Good fish. Oh, shoot, yeah. All right, nice brown this morning. Let's get him back. Okay, it's getting to be about, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I'm gonna call it quits. I was getting hot inside them waders, and it's getting hot out here. The place is getting busy. So I'm gonna go find some other place to fish, and I'm also gonna go out and make contact with my family. Been in here for, this is my 3rd day now. So maybe I can upload some content for you guys. And I need some supplies, so I'm gonna have to go out one way or the other. And it just seems like a good time to do it. But anyway, thanks for watching the Life Restoration Tour. Subscribe so you can keep up with me. Keep up with all I'm doing. I plan on hitting a lot more rivers, and quite frankly, I was thinking I need to hit another canyon somewhere. I know Montana's got them. I just got to find one. Well, I spent 3 days up on the Blackfoot and didn't hardly catch anything. So I come back to town for supplies and a shower and to get cleaned up. And I stopped by the Missoula's Fly Shop and talked to those guys, bought some flies. They gave me some advice on where to go. So, check this out. I got a hold of something. Ooh, a nice brown. Decent little brown to start off this river with. Caught a little cutthroat. Now it's a brown. Get him in it. And there he goes. Oh, that's a nice fish. Yeah. Look at that boy. A lot healthier than they are at home for the most part. There he went. Drop a fly in there. Oh God, another nice fish. How many people would have just waded out towards that bigger water? Look at this. Wow. Oh. Look at that dude right there. Let's get him back. Oh, another nice fish. Got him. This river's full of nice fish. Look at that dude. Yes, sirree. Get him back in there. That's not a bad way to start. What do you think? Good morning. This gonna be my last day on the Bitterroot. This go around. I'll come back and fish this river again here in a week or so, because there's some big fish in here. But I'm having my coffee. After coffee, go get after it. I hope you stick around and watch. See if I can land another good one today. Maybe a couple of them. They're definitely in this river. Hopefully I can land a couple of them today. We'll see. Oh, it's a good fish. Okay, nice little rainbow to start off the day. Look at that. Those slashes. Let's get him back. Oh, this is a good fish. Another good one. See if I can keep him on. Yes! Woo-wee! Holy crap! Look at that! All right. Woo! Look at the size of that cutthroat. Either way, it's a good fish. Let's get him back. And there he goes. Woo! My biggest fish of the trip so far. Man, what a cutthroat. Holy crap. All right, we got another good cutthroat. Look at that bad boy. There he goes. Oh man. That was fun. He comes down the river, probably 20 yards or more before I got him landed. That was a good couple of days on the Bitterroot. Caught lots of good fish, but now it's on to the Clark Fork and Fish Creek. Let's go see how I can do on those two creeks. Well, creek and a river. But anyway, subscribe and keep up with the Life Restoration Tour. Good morning, folks. I didn't know if I was going to fish this creek or not, because I really couldn't find a place I wanted to fish. But then I found this gorge. A beautiful gorge. So, I'm gonna give it a shot. See if I can pull a trout out of this creek. Hopefully some good trout. But honestly, I had no idea what size fish are supposed to be in here or anything else. But we go fish it and try to find out. Finally got one. Oh, it feels like a decent fish. There we go. Beautiful rainbow this morning. Ooh. Look at that. Get him back in there. Oh, nice fish. Nice fish. Nice. Look at that brown. That's a good fish. I'm not going to complain about that starting off today. Let's get him back. And there he goes. The Park Fork. Everything I've read said it is difficult to access. So let's just go see how difficult it is. Now the trail down here is steep, but not overly rough. And man, look at that water. Just a whitefish or something. Nice. Nice cutty. Cutthroat. There's the slashes. Beautiful. Fucker, I didn't even have it turned on. Nice cutthroat. There's another fish. Oh God. This feels like a good one. Whoa. Yeah. Woo. All right. Instagram shot. Nice rainbow. Look at that sucker. Man, what a fish. Back. That was a good fight. Oh goodness, I don't know what I got. Looks like a big pike minnow. Oh no, this is a nice trout. Holy crap. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that big old boy. But look at that dude. Woo! Big old rainbow. Get him back in there. Good morning. I got up early this morning because I want to throw some big streamers on a hole right up here above my camp. Hopefully hook up on a big brown today. And I think that's what I'm going to work on today. I've done a lot of nymphing here recently, and I've done really well with it. I've caught a good cutthroat and a couple good cutthroats, and a couple good rainbows and some things, but I haven't caught a big brown yet. So I'm going to throw some streamers this morning. Oh, my light just died. I don't know why my light died. But anyway, I'm going to throw some streamers this morning at the break of daylight to maybe hook up on a big brown. Hopefully it'll be light enough that the camera can pick it up if it happens. But anyway, that's my plan for this morning. I'm going to chunk streamers for a while and try to get that big brown, a really nice sized brown. I'm not looking for a trophy, but I want a good one. While my coffee brews and steeps, I thought I'd show you the streamer I'm going to start off with this morning. Oh, right there. That is a peanut articulated streamer. But that's what I'm going to try to start off with this morning. And the reason I chose black is because I don't know what's up with that light. Maybe it's getting low. Need to charge it. There we go. But anyway, I was using a small black streamer at Do it like this. Okay. But anyway, I was using a small black streamer yesterday at dark and caught a couple of smaller browns, but I was using a small streamer. So, big streamer hopefully equals big trout. Oh yes, oh yes. This is a good fish. This is what I was after this morning. Oh God. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that brown. Woo! Look at the size of that brown. Yes, sirree. That's what I was after this morning. I'm speechless. Let's get him back. Now that fish was exactly what I was looking for this morning and why I was throwing big streamers. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this is a good fish. Oh, this looks like a big cutthroat or something. Or bow. Oh, yeah. Boy. Should have been throwing these streamers sooner. All right. Nice big cutthroat this morning. Right after catching that brown. Isn't that great? Get him back in here. Now that second fish, it was a surprise. I was not expecting one that soon after catching that big brown. Well folks, I've been fishing in the Missoula area. I hit most of the major rivers over that way. So I decided to drive 3 hours east and come here. The Gallatin River Gorge. Beautiful, isn't it? Maybe I can catch some trout here. We're gonna find out. Right now I'm gonna drive around, explore a little bit, and find me maybe a possible place to camp. But I just want to see this beautiful gorge right now. Guess I should have known better than boondocking this close to Yellowstone. But anyway, it's a bit chilly up here right now, so I'm going to change clothes and pay these campground fees. Then maybe go fishing. Okay, I got my waders on, my boots, got my rod put together, put my 4-weight together, 8-foot 4-weight. I'm not sure what size fish are in this river, but I don't think they're very big. Not like what I've been catching for sure. But let's go try out the Gallatin and see if I can pull any fish out of there. One thing about it, you don't feel like you're in the wilderness in this gorge. Big busy road right here beside the creek. But let's fish anyway. Oh, there's a decent fish. My first Gallatin River fish. Just a little rainbow, but I can catch them in the Gallatin too. Get him back. Okay, I think there was a big wreck or something that happened right down below me where I was fishing at, and traffic is backing up, so I'm going to call it a day and go to camp. I think I need to get prepared for a cold night anyway, because it's pretty chilly and it's 5 o'clock. So I'm going to go break out some warm clothes just in case I need them, and cook me a nice hot dinner. That way I can have something warm to eat. I will fish tomorrow. I have plenty of time to try to catch some fish out of this place. Well, I got some warm grub in my belly. Just a sandwich and some ramen noodles, but As you can tell, the sun's not down yet. It's already getting chilly, so I have a feeling I'm in for a cold night. So I've already put on my long handles in preparation for it. And I've got all my stuff ready, so hopefully I don't freeze. Good morning. Got a little frosty last night. So it got pretty cold. So, got my coffee made. I'm fixing to fire up the truck and ride around, thaw out a little bit. Which I really didn't get that cold in my sleeping bag, but pretty frosty up here. Wasn't expecting it to get that cold. We'll see what the temperature is when I fire the truck up. Oh crap. That was a good fish. Oh, finally. Oh. I've worked real hard for this little guy today. Now that I know he'll hit a TJ hooker. The only thing I have with a tungsten head. Let's get him back. There'll be more in here probably. So, maybe that'll change my luck. I'll get deep enough. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, there we go. Whoo. Wow, that's a nice pretty rainbow. Sir. Good 14-inch fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. Alright. Starting to figure out where to fish this place. Took me all day, but caught 3 in the last little bit. Get him back in there. There's another one. Oh yes. Another decent rainbow. And there he goes. He squirmed out of my hands. So, it took me all day to figure the fish out. Should have just followed what my book said, because that's what I ended up doing at the end of the day. Heavy flies, deep pools. Caught a couple fish. I just got starved out. I got hungry. Only eat once a day, and it's my time to eat. So, what I'm making for dinner: Velveeta shells and cheese with some Keystone beef in it. Man, I eat good out here, don't I? Main thing is I eat cheap so I can travel more. That's what I like about it. I do believe I'm in for another chilly night. So, I'm gonna call it a day and go to bed. Call it my sleeping bag anyway. Do some reading. Reading about fishing. Good morning. It's a balmy 33 degrees. And I have decided to move on. I think I'm gonna go look at Yellowstone this morning. Somewhere down that area. It's not far from where I'm at. I'm gonna go see something new. Good morning from the Bighorns. Back in the Bighorns this morning. It is September 25th. And I was going to camp at this campground over here, but all the National Forest stuff is closed already. That's surprising to me, but maybe they know something I don't. But anyway, I found this creek. Just looked it up on the internet, did some research on it. It's supposed to have some brook trout and rainbow in it. So let's go find out. Now this morning I broke out my 7.5 foot 3-weight. I'm not expecting any large size trout or anything like that. Brooks and rainbows is what I've read. It's mostly in here. So I don't expect them to be large. If I was in my old truck, I'd have probably just drove down here. I ain't bringing my new one down this stuff yet. Yes, sir. Got a nice little trout here. Yes, sir. Ooh, that water's cold this morning. But first fish on the board. Look how dark colored he is. Man, let's get him back. There you go, little guy. There we go. Another beautiful little rainbow. These fish are awful dark. You know, folks, I'm not catching big fish today. But look at the area I'm visiting because I like to chase trout. Look at this gorgeous landscape. Beautiful trees up there changing color. This is just a beautiful place. And this is why I like chasing these trout, because it brings me to places like this that I get to explore and catch fish and just enjoy being in the mountains. And I thought so. Look at that beautiful fish. Oh, get him out there in the sun. Look how beautiful that fish is. Absolutely amazing. Kind of tips like a brook trout. Well, there was a fish living in there. Oh. I lost my net. Another beautiful rainbow. Well, I caught about 30 of them little trout, and that was really fun, but I think I'm going to go sightsee. Want to go sightsee? Let's go see if we can get any views of these beautiful Bighorn Mountains. Look at them gorgeous mountains. I think the Bighorns are some of the prettiest I've been in so far. Another nice view of the Bighorns. Them brilliant colors on them trees over there. Okay, I have come way down the mountain to this access point. I'll go see if the fish are any bigger down here. If not, we're going back up to camp. A couple good camping spots up there. There's a recreation up there that they pulled the fee off of, so they had a few open spots. Probably end up camping there tonight. Right now, I'm going down in that hole to catch some fish. Oh yeah, that's a better fish. And it's a brown. Look at that dude. Yes, sir. Good looking fish. Looks like another brown. Well, a little bit better quality fish down here, but nothing big. But beautiful colors on that thing. Get him back. Oh, there's nothing. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back. Wow. Okay, well, I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours down in that canyon. I only caught 2 fish, which you just saw. But now, it wasn't worth the effort. So I came out and I'm gonna go find me a campsite and make me some food. I'm getting hungry. Well, this is the recreation area I decided to camp at. Got several hunters and stuff camping in here too. Got some guys over there. Got a guy right here beside of me. But it was free and there's a Johnny house, so I'm good to go. Getting my setup ready. Sun's gone behind the mountain and it's starting to get chilly. I'm not sure what the elevation is here, probably about 7,600 feet, give or take some. But it's gonna get cold tonight. So I've already got my long handles on. And I'm prepared to get cold. Good morning from the Bighorns. Yes, I'm back in the Bighorns. And I'm back on the North Tongue. Really enjoyed fishing this river. So on my way back through, I figured I'd fish it again, chasing Yellowstone cutthroat. I got him right as he popped off. It's a good looking rainbow. Not what I was expecting, but it'll do. Nice fish. Nice fishy. Now this, the beautiful Yellowstone cutthroat. Look at that beautiful fish. Let's get it back. Yes, sir. That pretty fish. Pretty fish. Let's get him back. Maybe I just need to take that indicator off. Such a beautiful creature. Little cutthroat. Okay, I drove up the river for a few miles. Try a different section. Looks like the river's smaller up here, but all the places I went to had a bunch of people at them. Each place had at least 3 cars. So this was the first one I saw that didn't. There might be a reason for that. But we gonna check it out anyway. Oh, nice fish. Look at this beautiful cutthroat. Yes, sir. Get him back in there. Whoop. There's another one. Good, beautiful fish. Holy crap. Look at the colors on that thing. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get him back. Nice fish. Look at that. Nice Yellowstone cutthroat trout. Well, folks, I'm gonna call it quits here and go find me a place to camp and eat. Been up through here, I don't know, hour and a half or so, but I think I'm gonna go down off the mountains. See you in the morning. Good morning from another small creek here in Wyoming. Did a little bit of research last night and said there was some trout in this creek. It's a small creek, but it looks really nice. Looks like it's going to have some plunge pools and different things. I think it's a 3-weight type of day, but we're going to go give it a shot. You know, you don't always know what you're going to get when you read stuff on the internet, but we're going to try it out and see how we do. Now, since this is a small stream, I'm just going to go up here and work my way upriver and just hit the deep spots just to see if I can catch anything. Well, I was cutting off my camera and that dude hit. That's not a bad way to start off the day right there. It's a decent little size fish for a small creek. Let's get him back. Beautiful little rainbow. Look at that fella. Get him back in there. Oh, nice fish. Not a bad little brown. There he goes. Oh, another good fish. There we go. Oh, this is a good fish. Oh my. That's a small creek brown for you. Conservative 13. He's ready to go back. Well, here I am on another beautiful Wyoming river. Take a look at that rock wall. Isn't that beautiful? But I drove by this river the other day not knowing what I was driving by. Apparently this is supposed to be a really good trout river. And I should have known as close as it is to Yellowstone that it is, but I just drove by not knowing really what I was driving by, but now I'm back. And I'm going to fish it. Got a little bit of clouds today, so maybe that'll help. A little overcast never hurts anything on trout fishing. But I'm going to go down here and see if I can pull a trout out of this river. I've been successful on every river I've been to pull a trout out of. Maybe not a big trout, but I have pulled trout out of them. But anyway, I'm going to go give this river a shot. That's a nice deep hole. Look at that water. Nice little riffle down there. This might be a good river. Oh, nice. This is a good fish. Yes, sir. Looky there. Beautiful rainbow trout. Not bad for your first trout out of a river. Let's get him back. Oh my goodness. What a fish. This is a big old rainbow, boys. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Oh, God. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Instagram shot. Look at the size of that freaking rainbow. I'm gonna get him back quick because oh, he swam off strong. Oh, that was a big fish. And I had to fight him to get him in my net longer than I wanted to. So that's why I released him quick. Oh, there's another good one. Holy crap. Oh. Look at that dude. That's a 15-incher. Every bit of it. Let's get him back in there. Ah, powerful fish. These fish are powerful. All right, got me a campground. Quick bite to eat. Why am I staying in campground? Because I want to. I don't like staying in paid campgrounds, but I am this time because it's close to Yellowstone. There's no, not supposed to be any boondocking close to the main road. And I'm gonna have to get an Onyx or something like that. That way I can find these county roads that will, I'll be able to sneak off and camp on. And I don't mind campground. It's not too bad. Nobody has bothered me. And I am in grizzly territory, so maybe a group of people is better than one single guy. I am right outside Yellowstone Park, so yeah, I'm in grizzly country. Well, I was talking to a guy last night at the campground, and he told me that there was a herd of elk down here, and I haven't got to see a good herd of elk since I've been out here. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe I can zoom in. There is a magnificent herd of elk here with some nice big bulls in it. That was worth the extra 10 miles to drive, because there's 50, 60 elk out here. Looks to be. There's a bunch. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up with all this extra background noise, but them elk are bugling like crazy. It's an amazing sight to see. You know, when you never heard elk bugle before, it's impressive. People live out here hear it all the time. They don't pay attention to it, but man, that's a good looking bull that's down there bugling and running around. Couple good bulls. Well, those elk are pretty cool this morning. I enjoyed watching those guys. Thanks to the guy at the campground that told me that they were out there in the mornings. It was nice to see. Now I'm back on the river. Let's try to catch some trout. Okay, folks. It's been a long day. I haven't caught very many fish, and the ones I did catch were little, except for one. And then I messed up the videoing on that thing. I'll put it at the end of the video, but for now, that's the end of this river, I believe. I'm gonna go start the long trek home, I believe. Probably go the scenic route, but you know, there's a few squalls rolling through the mountains up here, and this water's getting a little cloudy. I don't know of any other good destinations to go to in Wyoming, so I'm going to educate myself and come back next year. Probably about this time, about September. But anyway, I believe this is going to be the end of Wyoming and maybe the end of the life restoration tour. Now let's start thinking about the long drive home, the scenic route. Oh God, what in the world is this? God, what a fish. Oh, come on. Oh, good Lord, what a rainbow. Whew. Holy crap. Another big Shoshone fish. Let's get this dude unhooked. All right. Holy crap. Oh God. Man.